Today we are continuing our budget Gulf Coast RV camping series in part 5. Now today join us as we compare two of the most popular RV camping spots in the Gulf Coast region, Camp Gulf and St. Andrews Campground. Now if you're planning a coastal adventure in your RV, you won't want to miss this video. We'll take you on a tour of both campgrounds, highlighting the pros and cons of each, and share our personal experiences to help you decide which one is right for you. From the amenities and activities to the scenic views and beach access, we will cover it all. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the world of beachfront RV camping. So first we're going to begin with Camp Gulf. Now one of the best unique features to this campground is camping directly on the beach for that ultimate beachfront camping. This will come with a stiff price tag and it's almost impossible to get. Now these sites book out a year in advance, so your chances of obtaining one for a period of time, that will be tough. If I had to say which site stood out here the most to us, I would have to say it was the one we had in 2024, Site 602. Now over at St. Andrews Campground at Panama City Beach, here every campsite includes full hookups with sewer. Now some state parks do not include sewer, but here they do. Here you may not find beachfront views, but you do have a lot of sites with a direct view of the lower Grand Lagoon unobstructed. Now forgive me if I've got this wrong. I just think that I remember this being called Grand Lagoon. Google Maps did not label this as Grand Lagoon, so I had to look it up. I found Google AI said yes, it's called Grand Lagoon or Lower Grand Lagoon. Here at St. Andrews, I would have to say the site that stood out the most to us was this one right here, Site 93. Now I don't even need to explain why, because you can see for yourself. Now both Camp Gulf and St. Andrews are gated with coded access, so you do have a form of security at both locations. Camp Gulf will offer you two beautiful pool areas, with one having a large water slide. Now St. Andrews, on the other hand, you won't find a pool anywhere on property. However, we never utilized the pool at Camp Gulf as we were more interested in the beach and the ocean, so it really doesn't matter to us. Now this brings me to the next topic. Who has the better beach? Camp Gulf or St. Andrews State Park Campground in Panama City Beach, Florida? Properties around Camp Gulf own their part of the beach, so the only thing public about the beach here is the high water line to the water's edge. So at Camp Gulf, you will find to the right and left are private properties. Now Camp Gulf is also private property. They own a little over 300 feet of the beach's width, which is approximately the width of their property. Now this can make it absolutely hard to get an unobstructed view of the water, especially during the busy seasons, where tents can be 5 deep to the water's edge. Now the awesome thing about Camp Gulf though, is you're only just steps away from your camper to the water's edge, even from the beach site that we had. We found you got to get to the beach as soon as the sun comes up, which is about 5:30 or 6 a.m. if you want to be first to claim your spot. Now let's talk about St. Andrews Beach, which is approximately, are you ready for this, 8,000 feet long, which is about 1.5 miles of natural, beautiful shoreline. Now the downside to their beach at St. Andrews is you will most certainly need some form of transportation to get around. and you will need to commute from your campsite to the public parking area for the beach. Now, we timed this on our rented golf cart, which is governed at 10 miles per hour. Now, this is a 7-minute drive from our site to the parking space. Once you're there, unpack the beach gear and lug it to where you want to be on the beach, making this about a 15-minute total commute from your camper to your chair on the sand. Now, something to note, of course you would have already figured this out by now, but St. Andrews Beach is shared with the common public for $8 per vehicle, so your beach access will be shared with the public. So when it comes to wildlife, your best location for that is going to be St. Andrews State Park Campground. You'll find just about everything here from deer to the American alligator. You'll even find a fun self-guided nature trail around Gator Lake. This back here, this is Gator Lake. Yeah, Tonya, we got to go back over here where Alligator Alley is. See, right here at the water's edge. And that kind of water that looks like that, probably a good chance. There's just so much to explore here at St. Andrews, which sets it out a little bit above the rest. Also, you'll find some of the best fishing on the Gulf Coast here as well. So when it comes to wildlife at Camp Gulf, you're going to need to visit Gulfarium or something similar in Destin. Now, they do have what I call a nice turtle pond at Camp Gulf, as I spotted more than a few there. So outside of the ocean, you're not really going to find much here at Camp Gulf when it comes to wildlife. Stay tuned for more as we tour the bay side of the beach at St. Andrews. But first, before we continue in today's video, make sure at the end of this video you check out the description below, as I'll have links to all the videos in this series along with Camp Gulf's tour as well. Now, if you're enjoying today's content, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed by now, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and join our YouTube family today, and make sure you hit the bell as well so you're notified when new content is posted. Now, let's get back to the video. Out here and enjoying the beautiful weather we got today. Absolutely enormous waves. These are big for Panama City Beach. These waves are huge today. Some more good surfing waves. Now, over at the pier, you will find a pier store with refreshments and a restroom. Now, as we head over to the jetty side of the beach, there you will find a jetty store with refreshments as well, and a very tasty food truck called Land's End. Now, one thing I noticed as we were entering the parking lot at the jetty side, I saw a sign that states no alcoholic beverages or fireworks, so that's something to take note of. Now, remember earlier in the series in part 3, I took the long way around to get to the wave side of the beach? Well, we discovered a much better way to get to the beach if the wave side is what you're looking for. And this right here, this is how you get there. Way over there. But still, it'll be a whole lot easier going in and out. So the red and purple, that means, here's your flags, in case you is new to Florida. So double red flags means you can't get in the water, you can't touch it. High hazard, medium hazard, low hazard, and then stinging marine life. So right now we have a high hazard and stinging marine life, which means jellyfish. So on our last full day there, we tried out the food truck Land's End, and it was delicious. Now, there was only one lady there that was taking orders, cooking, and serving. She was absolutely amazing, and so was the food. Now, there's something I noticed here. Now, I guess they don't allow you to bring in outside alcohol because of the sign we saw at the entrance, but you can buy it at the food truck. Now, I'm going to go on a hunch and say you can drink here at the food truck, but not on the public beach. Now, we don't drink, so we can't give you a full answer here, so make sure to check with the campground as you check in.
All right, Tonya has informed me that we're taking us back to our little base camp down there to eat that, because she wants to eat down there and watch the ocean, and she's afraid her tent's gonna blow away if we're not down there.
So Jamie got a shrimp po' boy.
I got a shrimp po' boy.
And I got a hamburger.
You got a hamburger, of course.
So we're going back down.
Now I love some shrimp, so I'm eating some shrimp. So, set out here, you had your lunch with your $1 million view. It was a good lunch.
Great lunch.
It was actually good food. That po' boy was identical to Pineapple Willie's. Like, they must get the same food from the same manufacturer, because the fries are the exact same, po' boy was the same, and you don't get hamburgers at Pineapple, so we can't attest to that. But anyway, good food, very decent for what it was. Basically, well, I would say decent. Still, about the same price as Pineapple Willie's, because it was $16 for the po' boy with fries, and Pineapple Willie's was $16 for po' boy with fries. So, I mean, it is like identical. So I'm sure they probably get it from the same place, same recipe, same fries, same seasoning. It was excellent. Just note to self, you got that as a convenience. You can sit up there, or you can bring it back down to the beach and enjoy the $1 million view. Ready to go take a hike?
Yeah.
Let's go take a hike.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, so over here they have picnic pavilions galore. So you can come up here and have picnics. It's right next to one of the beach entryways over here. And there's Tonya. We're gonna go walk along this part of the beach and see what's over that way. We haven't done it yet. Well, we're gonna go over here and turn the water off because yeah, we're going to conserve some water. God dang. It's broke. It won't turn off. Now, a sand spur got in between my shoe. Watch out for sand spurs. If you walk through this mess, you'll get sand spurs like I did. Anyway, sorry about that. But they got picnic pavilions over here. Yeah, so I think got it going on. And I also like that each entryway shows you the current conditions of the water. Today, haphazard and stinging marine life, which has been that way the whole time. This right here, this is just a gorgeous location. Something totally different looking than the typical beach view we always get everywhere we go. So anyway, we're gonna walk all the way around there. We're gonna see what's down there. Ship watching and boat watching, if you like doing that, this is a place for you, because you know a lot of that.
And if you like to fish.
Fishing. This is like the fishing capital of Panama City Beach, evidently, because there are just tons of them that show up here. And it's the surfing capital of Panama City Beach, Florida, also. We figured that out.
Yeah, surfers are crazy.
Surfers are like crazy here. All right, I'll shut up talking. We'll walk out. It's like a tropical desert island. I don't think we're gonna go any much further. Got a lot of obstacles around through there. Yeah, I think that's about as far as we're gonna go. I was really kind of wanting to go way over there on that little tip right over there. I don't think we're gonna be able to get there from here. Yeah, got a couple boats out here meeting together. Got the Sea Screamer and sailboat tour. Yeah, this looks about as far as we can walk. It just kind of gets into, I mean, I guess you could. I know Tonya's not going to. And then over here, I believe we're going to be close to Gator Lake. I would think Gator Lake is around here somewhere. Yeah, I think Gator Lake may be right over on the other side of this. So I wish I had a map with me right this moment. But I'm using my phone to do this video, and my map is on my phone. And I'd have to stop videoing, and I don't want to do that to you guys. Yeah, this is just gorgeous. Yeah, I really wanted to make it over there on that little tip. I don't know. So as I'm standing here talking, guys, you got this crane right above my head. There's the wide shot. Tonya's like, look, and there he is right up there. How cool is that? Walking back now. Tonya has left me. I could be floating off to sea and she wouldn't even know it because she's half a block away from me. San Andreas State Park versus Camp Gulf. I don't know that I could say one is better than the other because they're both great places. Camp Gulf costs you money, right? Here, it is a lot cheaper. But I don't want to say it's cheaper because you get less. It's not cheaper because you get less. It's just cheaper because it's a state park. That's primarily one. All this nature's part about St. Andrews is pretty awesome. You got this beautiful landscape to walk around and explore. Gator Lake is awesome. You know, we took you around there earlier. That is awesome. That's a must do. This is a must do. I would say do this. This is fun. I don't know that I would do it with small kids just because I don't know what the tide would do here. Usually Panama City Beach and Destin is the same way. Tides are not an issue. It's not like the Atlantic coast where the tides are like football fields different each day, right?
Here is only feet different. But if there's a hurricane out to sea, I have found that you can have a very fluctuating tide if there's a hurricane out at sea. Camp Gulf is beautiful. It is private, so you feel like you could leave your stuff on the beach, come back to your camper, take a nap, come back and your stuff's still gonna be there. Here, I think you could, but being that the general public comes in and you don't know who's really coming in, and there's nobody really policing it. I have not seen any park rangers or anybody walking around, so it's like there's really no security on that end. Camp Gulf has got it beat there on that part. Here, we left our stuff there, we went and got our food, and Tonya wanted to go back down there to eat, primarily because she didn't want to leave our tent alone that long. Not that we had anything of value there, but you just didn't know. We just don't know. We haven't been here enough to earn trust with that, but I just feel like with the general public coming in, there's no one here watching over that. So Camp Gulf, I feel like Camp Gulf has got a lot going on for it, but I just feel like, though, I feel like here at St. Andrews, you just get way more bang for the buck.
I love Panama City. And the price.
The price is,
I have to say the price.
So you went ahead and booked us for next year for here.
For August,
so
for 8 days.
Let's go ahead and just tell them what did we pay for that versus what we paid at Camp Gulf.
Okay, I priced this place and I booked this place versus, and I looked at the same amount of time at Camp Gulf. This place was about $320 and some change. That's with tax and the utility fee for every night.
How many days?
8 days.
8 days.
And then I priced Camp Gulf for the same amount of time. It was $1,660 something dollars.
Wow.
And some change.
Big
It's
difference.
a big difference.
Yeah.
$1,300 difference in between this place and Camp Gulf.
That's amazing.
Yes.
That's amazing.
That's why I booked this place versus over there this year for August.
You get a little bit more for you get a little more bang for your buck here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus you got more to do here too.
Yeah.
So.
Which one wins? You determine. I've shown you Camp Gulf and I've shown you St. Andrews State Park. Which one do you think fit you better? St. Andrews one time, and already St. Andrews has won our hearts. That's why we're coming back here again next year, and we're gonna explore it a little bit further. They're doing a lot of construction, so we're hoping all that construction will be over when we come back next year. Tour that and see what they've changed. I don't know what the campground was like before the upgrade. You know, like I said, I think it was Hurricane Michael. Now I could be wrong. Y'all comment if I'm wrong, but I believe it was Hurricane Michael that came through and it destroyed St. Andrews State Park. That's a lot of the reasoning for the new construction, the roadways being redone. But St. Andrews is pretty awesome.
Well, today is a sad day, y'all. We really don't want to leave because we love this place so much. It's a great place to visit. If y'all ever can get a reservation here, because it's hard to get them. If you're a non-Florida resident, you have to book 10 months in advance. If you're a Florida resident, I believe it's 11 months in advance. Alrighty, who's ready to go? Oh God, he did. Oh, Simon. We had a great time at this park. It was really enjoyable. The price was dirt cheap, really, compared to other campgrounds we've stayed at. We're going to stay at some more state parks, so if y'all have any suggestions that accepts a 42-foot fifth wheel, let us know. We'll go camp. Ain't that right, Jamie?
That's right. Now, did you get Simon throwing up when you come in the truck?
I might got a little bit of it. I don't know.
What in the world is that all about?
I don't know.
Man, he hates to travel. He throws up. He gets all bent out of shape. He hates riding in a truck. Used to not be that way. I thought Andy was going to be the problem. Andy's like a piece of cake. Simon, he just gets all beside himself. He gets drools and foams at the mouth, and he hates it. Like, I ain't never seen such. And we give him drugs, and it's supposed to keep that from happening? Man, I don't know. I don't know what in the world. I don't think there's any drug that can keep that from happening.
Yeah, he's way back there in his cage. He's going to sleep, poor baby. He gets sick. He get car sick.
Yeah, it's always good to go home when it's pouring down rain and it's going to be nasty today.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain all day today, so...
That makes it easy to leave.
Because one of the ladies in the stores yesterday said, well, y'all leaving at a good time because the weather's supposed to be nasty. We was like, oh, that even makes it easier to leave. Hope y'all enjoy the video. I know I will. I'll get to relive our vacation. We'll be back in August, and we're staying longer next time, so we'll be able to get in more things like area attractions and maybe a few more different restaurants, because some of them were shut down for the season while we were here. We really like Angelo's, but they shut down for the season, so you really have to pay attention to what restaurants are open while you're down here at this time of year, because some of them do close. Captain Anderson's, I believe, even closes early, but I don't remember the date that they close. But I know they close for the season sometime, but I don't remember. And a lot of them close early this time of year too. We noticed last night when we was coming back to
Oh yeah, they close like at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, and that's early for down here. So
the downtown, the Pier Park, half the stores were closed. I'm like, man, this thing is usually jumping at 8 o'clock. That place looked like a ghost town almost.
Yeah.
And it's decorated for Christmas. How is anybody going to enjoy the Christmas if there ain't no shops open up? That's crazy.
Yeah, that is. So, alrighty. We are out.
If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to check out our 2024 Camp Gulf Tour as I mentioned in today's episode. The thumbnail is right above here. Thank you for watching. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of our new episodes. Now, safe travels. We'll see you on the next video.